At take 5, Eddie meets Orla O'Sullivan, a deaf-blind pianist. Stick around.
Today, we meet a deaf-blind woman who's been teaching music for over 20 years. It's Orla O'Sullivan.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. Congratulations on your recent Hidden Hearing Workplace Award for teaching children how to play the piano. Well done. Wow.
Thank you.
Are people often surprised when they find out that you are deaf-blind and teach music?
Yes, people are often surprised, but I never gave up. I always believed in myself. I try to learn and practice every day. I'm not afraid. When I was growing up, I never went out with other hearing children playing games because, for instance, I couldn't see the football. I always missed it. If the children were playing a ball game, I'd always run the wrong way because I couldn't see. I couldn't play hide and seek either, so I was at home most of the time, playing the piano in my own world. That's how I improved my music skills over the years.
Your family is strongly involved in music. When did you start to learn about music as a child?
I started learning how to play the piano at the age of 3. My mother encouraged me to learn to play the piano because she realized I can pick up sounds. I loved the sound of music. I loved the different pitches. I practiced every day by myself. At the age of 6, I learned to play the piano from a music teacher. All deaf people are different. For me, I can feel the low and middle pitches. High-pitched sounds I can't hear, but I can imagine what it sounds like. Hearing people can hear the birds sing. I can't hear that. Some hearing people can hear high-pitched sounds, but I can't hear that. Some deaf people get the wrong idea that music is no good for the deaf, but that's not true. You have other deaf musicians in other parts of the world, like deaf rappers, such as Mark.
How is learning music for the deaf-blind different from the way hearing people learn?
I had to experiment with every key, learning different sounds. It took me a long time to understand, but I kept trying. As for reading, I use enlarged scores. It took a long time practicing and memorizing every note. Maybe 2 or 3 hours every day. Hearing people learn faster, but with deaf people it takes more time, but it's worth it.
When did you realize that you wanted to become a musician and a music teacher?
Growing up, I tried different jobs, different experiences, but it didn't work well. I wasn't happy. I tried hairdressing, working with computers, writing, but I wasn't happy. Then about after the age of 20, I realized that music was the best for me. So I started teaching music 21 years ago. That made me very happy.
You went to Cork City Music College. How did you get through the course without an interpreter?
One-to-one. The teacher and I had one-to-one sessions. There were no interpreters, no. I was in music college for 8 years and got a diploma. Also at UCC, I studied youth work with no interpreters there. I was not happy with that because I was the only deaf there with all the hearing people in the class. There was no support, nothing.
How did you get through that?
My parents pushed me to go to UCC. They wanted me to get involved in the hearing world. But I was never happy there in the hearing world. I felt left out.
Do you think there's enough awareness of deaf-blindness?
I think deaf people have better services than the deaf-blind. I felt that the deaf-blind are left out. There should be more awareness about deaf-blind people. There's not enough in Ireland. In Finland, they have plenty of awareness about deaf-blind. In Ireland, it's very poor. It's disappointing.
How do you think it can be improved?
There should be more interpreters. For example, if a deaf-blind person goes to a meeting, there should be 2 interpreters. One for the deaf people and a second for the deaf-blind. Because the deaf-blind need to be close up to be able to see the signs. Tactile, communication. Like signing on the hand is different. Deaf people can see the signs, but deaf-blind cannot. They are better off having an extra interpreter. For deaf-blind, that's vital.
Congratulations on this, guy. You just recently became a mother. How's motherhood treating you?
I love it, it's great. I'm delighted. I'm lucky to have a beautiful boy. He's now 6 months old. His name is John Amadeus. I'm happy because I want to teach him sign language. I hope he will become my interpreter in the future. And secondly, I hope to pass on my music skills. He might become a musician someday. Hard to say, but it's great. I love it.
Thanks for coming. I hope you've challenged people's views. Well done. Hands On will be back next week. Bye.
Well, Jamelia and Brezzy clash over what matters most in the music industry, while a pair of brothers from Ballymun go head-to-head when the brand new series of The Voice of Ireland continues tomorrow night at 6:30 here on
Congratulations, it was brilliant.